Hi everyone, it's Eden here, and I am back with another Building Every State in The Sims 4. Whenever I searched Arizona home on Pinterest, this is the picture that pops up. It is a lot more difficult right off the bat than the last part. There's just so many little nooks and crannies just on the very front of the house, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting all of them. And then there's like this little like hallway kind of entryway to the front door. I don't really know how I'm going to do that, but we're gonna figure it out. I am also working on making the garden in the front. The painting tool, I could not find anything that I actually liked as the like barrier, as the, you know, the perimeter of the garden. But it was really difficult for me to actually make this garden look halfway decent because everything is so spaced out that I love just like clustering plants together. And then this is whenever I was really struggling. The chimney is in such a weird spot in my opinion. Like I felt like I was losing my mind a little bit, and I feel like it just makes the build look kind of awkward. But I mean, later on I don't even really like realize that it's there. But more placing of the plants just very far apart. Very sad and lonely life for them. And then we get to the building interior. I think on the future parts I'm going to upload the shell to the gallery. But I don't want to upload the fully furnished homes to the gallery because I do use quite a bit of custom content, and I do just have like almost every Sims pack. So I feel like many people wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't really matter to them. But I love the little detail of the living room being sunken in. And I love these little like tea light stands. I think it really ties it together. Like it really makes it feel just a little more enclosed, a little more cozy. I'm looking at the back of the house and I realize I don't like that it's flat and the front of the house is has so many nooks and crannies, like I said before. So I'm adding some space to the back of the house. I'm extending those two rooms, which are going to end up being the kitchen and a bathroom. And then now that I'm not distracted, I'm going back to the living room. I'm adding some more stairs. I'm changing what kinds of stairs I'm using. And then the bane of my existence is always finding a rug. I go with this blue one and then I decide I have to add more blue accents to kind of tie it all together. Which easiest way to do that for me is adding blue paintings. And then moving on, I'm making this little reading nook that I love this little reading nook. I think it's so cozy, and I am making this a home for there's parents here with 2 daughters and 1 toddler son, which you'll see their rooms later on whenever I'm giving the full tour. But I think that this is just like the perfect space for them to sit down with their kids, help them with their homework, just like read together, just like chat with them about things. It's really cozy over here, and I'm honestly pretty jealous of them. I struggled quite a bit, and then here I am getting distracted. I see things in the plant tab and I'm like, I have to place this somewhere. So then I just go completely off track, but don't worry, I refocus right here. I really struggled a lot more building this home than the very first video I did. But I do think that the build turned out pretty cute. But it was a struggle for me. And then moving on, I am adding some more plant details, and I add this little counter to the back of the couch, which I think again helps it just kind of feel more enclosed and like its own room, and it's not just like, so I think it makes it feel a little less awkward. I find this weird little guy also, and I have to put him somewhere. Like, what is that? I love it. And then of course I find a bird bath. I have to put that outside. Like the spaced out garden is perfect for a bird bath. But I'm looking through the clutter and the decor, just trying to find some little details to add to the living room, adding to the little reading nook I have, but I'm just getting distracted. I find things and then I have an idea of where else I could put them, and then I get so sidetracked. But we have some clutter that we can actually add. I think that it would be funny for the tissues and the coins and stuff for them to just like reach up and just have them when they're watching a sad movie, reach up and grab them. And then we work on the entryway. I made the entryway like have quite a bit more clutter than I normally would, because in my head there's 5 people living in this house, so there's going to be, there's going to be quite a bit of stuff going on. I feel personally also that any entryway needs mirrors. Like you're gonna just like take a little peek at yourself right before you head out, but these mirrors, like you're not gonna get your full body outfit check in them, but you can at least check your makeup. And then because it is a family home, of course you have to have a little calendar to keep track of everyone's schedules, what's going on at school. You have to have the vacation photos, of course. And then you have to have that table that as soon as you walk in, you just empty your pockets out on. You have your keys and your phone and everything that you just set directly on this table. And they're old fashioned. They have a little rotary phone, which will get added in just a second. I find these pictures and I really like the fact that they're actually on the ground and leaning. So I set them aside to use them somewhere else, but just so I don't forget about them, I set them over there. But this is pretty much it for the entryway. We have some storage too. And then I'm just kind of checking. I move those pictures to the hallway. And then I'm gonna get started on the kitchen. I keep the kitchen pretty simple, just pretty basic. It is also just very large. It's a very big kitchen, and I'm just jealous of them, honestly. Like I'm jealous of their house. We're going with some fun colors. I think I also made the last kitchen blue, which that's my bad. I never used the floor to ceiling cabinets, so I think that this was my excuse to actually do that. And then I realized I don't have an oven, so we add those in, which I think that they can't use the stove and the oven that are like that if they're on the same countertop. And I just realized that in my Let's Play recently. So I think that whatever sim moves in here, if there is one, I don't think that they're gonna be able to actually use that stove and oven. And I'm very sorry. I will fix it if I remember. I probably won't remember. And then we're adding the bar stools. There is no dining room in this build. So I feel like that's the biggest thing about this build that I regret, because I could have turned maybe one of the kids' bedrooms into an actual dining room. But I liked everything too much to go back and change it at the end. But I just feel like it's unrealistic for a family of 5 to not have an actual dining space. We are starting on my favorite part of the build. Every build, that there's always going to be a favorite part. And this little outdoor seating area, I think it's so cozy and cute, and just like, I would love to sit out here in real life. I would love to have a spot like this that's still kind of enclosed, but you can sit and enjoy just like your garden, which your garden is kind of naked. It's kind of spaced out. But I am kind of wrapping up the build here. I do furnish all of the rooms, but I want to give you guys a tour. I want to give you a full tour while I talk about everything. But so we saw, look at this naked garden, spaced out, lonely garden. But we saw the entryway already, and we saw this little reading nook. I enjoy. I added a little bar spot to the kitchen, but I did keep it pretty simple. Just, you know, not a ton of clutter. Pretty unrealistic, because you know these kids be making a mess. And then the den, the living room, that is a little dipped down. I think it's so cute. We have bathroom number 1, very simple, very sleek. Not much clutter, but you can tell that, you know, there's not kids here, but there's supposed to be. And then in the backyard, I feel like these parents have gone through a couple of hobbies, you know, so it's just a little bit cluttered. The hallway is also a little cluttered with the kids' toys and paintings that haven't gotten hung up yet. The swing in the room, I think it's so cute, but this is the toddler boy room. And then we have the 2-girl room, the 2 girls room. One is very clean, one's very messy, one loves plants, you know. Second bathroom is pretty simple. And then we have the parents' bedroom. They are, you know, very boho people secretly in their room. They love plants. And then I have the comparison picture, but this is pretty much the whole video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye!